Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. My name is Virginia, and I'm going to do a daily message for you today. So we've had already a lot of energy with the full moon and the first eclipse. There's another one, I think, at the end of the month. So the energy that I've been using all week is the Light Seer's Tarot and the Sacred Creators. And both of these decks were created by Chris Ann. And when I sat to ask if there's anything that I need to know, as I began, I heard, you are more than the belief like held about ourselves. And when I was pulling the cards out, this beautiful, I love this card, you are the Muse. And this here looks like it almost looks crystalline, but it also looks like a lotus, and it looks like the sun is rising. And so what I wanted to do was to read a little bit about the Muse before we begin. The Muse is about finding your rhythm and showing off who you are and your light. So it's time for you to fully embody your own variety of creativity and light and to become a bona fide muse. Living in inspiration is a lifestyle choice that you can make. Muse energy is infectious, radiant, luminous, bright. When was the last time that you felt that way? Wow, that is pretty powerful. What it says is surround yourself with things, work, and people that inspire you and step into your role as the muse of your own life. It is necessary now. You must not avoid the limelight of potential if you want to shine, grow, expand, and connect with your future success. Know that you are inspiration itself. You are a creator. You know exactly what it is that makes your spirit smile, and you recognize what lights you up. So you can choose to live in the center of that light. Wow. That's very powerful. Thank you, Chris Ann, for that message. I'm going to leave this out as the foundation of the reading, since it's kind of opened itself as we began. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do it opposite then. I'm going to see if there's any other oracles that would like to come out to join the Muse this morning, or if this is the card and it stands alone. Okay, so there are a couple of more cards that are coming up. Cozy up with risk. Again, reinforcing that fire energy. And you can see these colors are already in this. All of these colors are here. And this is interesting, the good kind. So risk is one of those things that, there feels like good risk, bad risk. Only you will be able to discern what that is exactly. But 6 and 1 is 7, which to me is the need to take a look at something, to see where it is and possibly decide, make a decision on what you're going to do. And I love this creator energy. This is that masculine energy asking you to move forward. And sometimes when you're in that space where you're, more of a, like an introvert maybe, and that you really like to have quiet things, the fire energy might feel a little bit outside of your norm. Now, if you're, a fire energy, you're super comfortable with risk and with this creator fiery energy, but it can be expressed in any level. It doesn't have to be like a massive, like in your face thing. It can also be whatever it is, you'll know. And that's what the card said with the Muse. You know what lights you up. You know what's right for you. The good kind, I'm going to read here from the guidebook because I want to see. This is about bringing love and kindness to any situation. Wow, sweet spirit, why are you working so hard? Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I've been wondering this too. It's like, why do we have to work so hard? When do we get to have the joy, the love, the light, without all the work? It says, really, what do you hope to gain in your current situation? Money, security, notoriety, love, acceptance, worthiness, growth. What are you working to find? Alongside whatever word your subconscious mind serves up for you, add these two words, goodness and kindness. Allow the good old-fashioned vibration to cut through the fog of your worries and let them lead you as you do your work. We get a massive energetic upgrade when we witness and partake in simple, virtuous gestures, and we kind of undervalue them. So simple, it was just like what I was saying before, like if you're, adverse kind of to this really outwardly fire, look at me energy, if it doesn't ring true to you, that's not your level of fire. But fire, all the elements are needed. Water, air, fire, earth, they're all needed. There's a time to ground in. There's a time to create. There's a time to be emotional and just flow with all of life. And there's a time to listen. So allow, let's see, it says allow them to be part of the solution. Goodness asks you to seek simple joys, to unplug and to do something because it's the right thing to do and not because you're going to get anything out of it. Wow. So that's something that I was kind of leaning into last week. I really felt that a strong desire to just be and to stop trying to create things because all it was doing was stressing me out and I wasn't getting what I wanted. So there was something about this allowing that is really important for all of us to hear right now. It says to look at potentials instead of flaws, open your heart and witness without judgment. Try some good and kind on for a size because they may be way more fresh and alive than you remember. And they are always, always the good kind of undertaking. Wow, I love that, the good kind. So yeah, so this is about being kind to yourself and ask, what is it that your heart is calling you to do right now? For me, I've been learning slow stitching and I really enjoy it. I haven't done it. I brought it out and I said I was going to do it all week, but I didn't because I had a variety of other things going on. So I just didn't do it. So yeah, so we'll see what's going on here. All of these cards are not going together. This deck, I feel like, has grown because the cards are getting like fatter as I shuffle them. The edges are getting more and more fat. So let's ask for final messages here from the light seers about this message here today. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh gosh, this is so beautiful. It's the star. And what this says to me is like you're always attached to the star. You're always attached to this dream. She's got her hands held at her heart. And she's looking upward. She's looking up to the sky. And it's telling us to remember the connection. So this creator energy, it looks like a fiery energy. It looks like the good kind of energy, right? And even this purple energy and what's going on all around here feels like it's the foundation here of this whole card. And I don't usually do this because I understand what the energy here of the sun is, but I'm feeling that there's an additional message from the guidebook. And the first thing that I read, because it's in bold letters outside of the guide, and I don't go to these very much anymore, it says to expect miracles. It literally says, I expect miracles. And just saying that makes my whole body light up. And it feels true. So this is about, what is that thing that you're wishing for? What are you holding on to? What is it that kind of tugs, like it was saying earlier? What is it that pulls you forward? What is it that excites you? And she's not doing anything. She's allowing herself to be drawn towards her own dream. So this is what it says. Sink into the dreamlike inspiration of the star. She sends a message of divine timing and renewed hope. And she guides you to reach for that string of serendipity and faith. So your future is increasingly bright and you are blessed by the universe. Your core purpose is beginning to bubble at the surface of your reality, and your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest missions and brightest opportunities for expansion. Step onto a path of fulfillment and happiness with starlight to guide you. Allow your innate essence to shine through any residual darkness right now. Uncover any limiting beliefs, self-doubt, or anything that you're holding on to. Find the courage to voice any unexpressed emotions and release every bit of outgrown energy that is anchoring you to the past. It is time to release and ascend. As you let go, you will focus on the future and you will find your biggest source of inspiration and love. The stars are aligning in your favor and it's time to trust them. Wow, I'm not going to pull another card. I am so inspired by this reading and by what the energy is that's coming through. And very interesting, I'll just share a quick story as I wrap up here, is earlier today I was feeling something was off. And, you know, my head was feeling really clouded. And I'm kind of feeling that again now, which is why I need to end this reading. But I laid down on the ground and just accepted and asked to release all these outdated things. And it just felt right. For some reason, it just felt right to lay down on the earth and ask for release. So yeah, so I highly recommend that, to allow yourself to kind of just be for a moment and release. Early in the morning when no one's watching or no one's around to bother you, later in the evening, whatever the time is for you that feels right to do it. Spend some time with you. Connect back into your dreams and allow the magic to come in, the miracles to express themselves in your life. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye now.